Well, hi everybody, I'm Doc Miles here again, and I've got a tip for you on importing your photographs and having some preset so that you don't have to do the same thing over and over again that you normally do to every photograph once you go to edit them. So let's jump right into it in Lightroom 7.3. So let's say you go out and you shoot a lot of photographs and then you download them to Lightroom and you go through your photos and you pick the ones you like and put a P there and hit the P key and it's your picks, and you hit the X key and they're your rejects. Then you go back and you decide you want to edit those photographs. And let's say that there's some things that you do the same thing to all your photographs. One of them being lens correction, the other would be correct chromatic aberration, and then some sharpening. And so if you start from the top to the bottom and you do your profile and then your basic panel and all that, you wind up down here. By the time you get to lens correction and you click that, you'll notice that let me just show you what happens here. In most cases, when you hit lens correction, it will lighten your photograph. So if you've done some edits already and you've made some changes, now in this one it just did the lens correction, it didn't actually change the tone because I haven't made any tone adjustments, but in a lot of cases it'll lighten that tone up. Then you hit remove chromatic aberration, and then let's say you go and do a bit of sharpening, and I usually start somewhere around 65, 70, depending on what the subject is, and then I increase the radius to 1.45 and then bring this up to around 30. And then I do masking because I'm a landscape photographer, so I have a lot of skies and I need to mask out the sharpening in that. So you've done that, then you go and even if you've done some edits up here, you go through and you do your edits, whether it's all these tones and then your clarity and you dehaze and all that. But that takes time to do that same thing with sharpening, chromatic aberration, and lens correction to all your photographs. And so here's a way that you can get this done on the import so that you don't have to do it over and over and over again. So let's clear this out. And I'm going to go in and actually do that again. I'm going to go down here to the sharpening. Well, first of all, I'm going to remove chromatic aberration and then go back up here, sharpen it to 70% or thereabouts, somewhere around there, and get my radius, my detail up a little bit, and then the masking a little bit here. Okay, so those are the three things that I always do to all photographs. Not necessarily the same amounts, but at least it's a good start, okay? So then, what you can do is you can go up here to the Develop setting, you can go New Preset. And that pops up a new preset. We can call this Docs Import. And you'll see here that all these things that are checked are the ones that we just did. Lens correction, sharpening, process version, and calibration. But we didn't have to check those, they were already done. So now once you create that, which I've already created over here, so I'm going to cancel out of here, but I already have that created. So I'm going to go over here to Docs Import on my preset, and you'll see that that's already been done. Let's clear this out. Okay, and I'm going to go over here and hit Docs Import. And there you'll see that it made the changes. A little slow on the draw here, but it made it anyway. All right, then I can go in and make any other adjustments I want and come up with a final product which looks like this after I've made my adjustments. Give it a second, and there you go. Okay, so with that preset, then when I go to the import process again, I'll hit import, and I'll do all the stuff that I normally do. I'll choose the folder I want it to go to. I always put something in a collection because basically I work in collections, so I don't work in files. That's a subject for another tutorial altogether. But I work in collections. It's a safer way to do things. And then I will come down here and I'll go to Develop Settings, and I will choose the one I just made, which is Docs Import. So now when I import photos off my card or a hard drive that I placed them on while I was traveling or something like that, they'll have those same adjustments made to them as they come in, and I don't have to worry about doing it over and over and over again. So I hope this helps. I hope you like it. If you did, hit the like button. It's Doc Miles Photo Tours of San Francisco and other places around San Francisco Bay Area, and Loop Brothers Photo Adventure Workshops, where we do workshops throughout the West. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.